What's up, people? What's up? Welcome
What
to
up?
Horror Research 30,
What up?
episode 300, and I don't remember the exact number. 21, I want to say. 321.
That's it?
75.
That's what
And,
you got from me.
yeah,
321.
The Last House on the Left, original and remake movie review. That is what we're getting into tonight. Now, oh, those are dope.
Bro.
Yo.
This movie, I forgot. And I don't know if it was defense mechanism or not. But I forgot how, like, damn, this movie is. Like, fuck. Both of them. Just, they're like, triggering.
They're real, yo. They're real. Here's the thing with these movies that I got to give them credit for is like the disgust and the anger that I felt was for both of these films was the story being told. Like they both told the story so well that you had like an emotion towards it. You know what I mean? And it was like, what the fuck, man? Like, really, what the fuck? Like, it's one thing as far as like the whole. It was the rape. Honestly, it was the rape that was just like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Over the top. It was just like, it fucking bothered me because it was like, yo, like I would basically what these parents did in both variations of the film, that and then some. You know what I mean? As far as killing these people, because it's like, I seen both of these quite a handful of times.
Uh-huh.
I'll say maybe between the two of them, maybe like 6 times total.
All right.
With it being 6, or between today and Friday being 6, or today and whenever I did the watch party for today and yesterday being 6. Sorry. And when I was thinking about it before I even rewatched the first one, I did the watch party yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, the daughter survived, and then in the remake she dies. Or no, sorry, vice versa. In the remake she survived. In the OG she dies, and I'm just like, yo, with the OG one, as brutal as those parents went, I'm like, yes, I was fucking rooting for them. And at first, when you're watching it, you're like, it's not really a horror movie, but then when you really think about it, that's the fucking scariest thing in the world. Yeah. Like, you don't even have to be a parent to feel that. You just have to care for somebody. Like, just care for somebody. And I don't want to say care, like really think about something that you personally know, because I don't want to put that energy out there like that. But you know what I mean? You just have to care for, like, be a human being, actually care for someone. And then that imaginary person, for everybody that's listening or watching this, that imaginary person that does not exist and is never going to exist, because it's just imaginary, that you would care about. It happens to that person. And then what you would do in that situation once you fucking find out, and these people come to your home for help, basically, but they're also trying to like take shit. You know what they're doing, but as people like being nice and welcoming these people into your home, and then you figure out that they did this to this person that you really cared about, whether it ends that they murdered the person or that they just really abused them. And in both stories, they got sexually abused. Just to say that, because I mean that was like the main thing in both stories. It was like, it reminded me of, which I have to rewatch it again. I may have to bring it up for a review, the original versus remake of I Spit on Your Grave. But it reminded me of that because there was a brutal rape scene in that. I don't remember how it went twist, though. I don't remember how it went ended. I believe the girl gets revenge on her own, killing them. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's what it was. And in this one, it was the parents like getting their revenge. And it was just like it just, again, the movies, as movies, there were not bad movies at all. And the reason why I say that is because you're getting like this, I mean, for all joking aside, you're getting a fucking serious tone from us tonight. And that's very rare on these podcasts. On any, I'll put it to you guys like this: on any content that me and this guy are on together, live, 9 times out of 10, it's some silly, goofy, fun shit. And it's not like, not saying we never have the serious conversations even between the fun shit, but this is like 100% like not funny. Will we probably have some laughter in this episode? Yes, but I probably won't be talking about these two films for the most part. We'll see. But it was just, again, good movies though. So what?
Yeah.
All right. With
And,
that said,
and I think that's
because we
what they're supposed to do. I think it was supposed to be jarring. I think it was supposed to be very like, what the fuck? So they pulled it off, and then the recreation of it with the whole second one, it's really, really nice to see it polished off and to see them change a few things to give a slightly different outcome. So I do enjoy it.
early rating really quick for actually, you know what? Do early ratings for both, just because they're basically, you know what I mean. So
Early rating for
give me the OG first. For the
1972,
OG one.
Wes Craven produced his first film. He was still green, even for it to be done this way. It was fucking like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable feeling, but still a decent movie. I'm gonna have to say his is about I'll give it a 6. And then for the 2009, because it's so much more polished and they do a couple cool things with the story, I'm gonna give that one a 7.5.
Okay. So I've been thinking about this for a while because I really did enjoy them both. I liked one a little better than the other, so I'm going to give the OG a 7.5. I'm going to give the remake an 8.
Okay.
And like, obviously, what's going on in this movie, how you don't even what's fucked up is, and I'm going to say this now, I'm going to call myself out, and I guess I can call you out on this, and maybe other people that reviewed this movie and discussed this movie. Not everybody, because I'm sure not everybody's had their conversation go this way. Just hear me out. We don't even mention the friend. Just because she wasn't really focused on, but the same shit happened to the friend, and it was like she was just forgotten. I know it's a movie and movies have to movie, but just like that type of story, that shit can happen and does happen. Like, to where it's like, for whatever reason, maybe not necessarily two friends, but two people from the same community, let's just say that, one gets blown up way more than the other, and the same exact thing happened, and it wasn't like it was the 80s, let's say, and 2022. No, it was fucking August 30th and July 30th, a month apart. It's just like, it's sad when you look at it like that. I know movies after movie is a little bit different, but just in conversations, I've discussed this. I know I've talked about this movie before, like after I've seen it, and I don't really remember the friend getting mentioned too much, and she needs to be mentioned just as much as her friend. I mean, because just all the shit that happened. And again, I know movies after movie, but just throwing a little reality in this, and I'm just like, wow, like this is the first time in a long time where a movie, maybe the first time ever since I've seen these movies, or like movies that have shit like this in it, where it's just like, not the anger of wanting to fight and just outrage, because that can be any damn movie for any damn reason, but more so the uncomfortableness and almost a fear of like what you would do for that imaginary person, if this happened and you knew it happened, and then these people were right here with you and one other person that can help you take these people out. Let's just say that. And it's like, fuck, man. Like, I'll live with these. I can live with these bodies. I'm gonna live with these bodies because I know you won't do this to anyone else's child. I know you won't do it to anyone else's loved one. So I can live with this, and I'll fucking even whatever. You know what I mean? If I know I gotta call the police and all that other shit, I'm gonna be honest with them. Listen, this is what happened here. I defend myself.
You got kind of the perfect situation going on. You got a river that flows down. You got fucking all that land and shit. You're in the middle of nowhere. They're looking for them anyway. If they don't end up finding them, they think they escaped. You know what I mean?
If they find them in the water, they're not going to be that upset, are they?
No, well, even if they don't find them at all, they're just going to be like, shit, they got away, and that's it. No one's ever... They're going to look for them, but nobody will ever come looking for them in the house you know what I mean?
So fucking scratch that idea then. Scratch that idea of even calling the police and letting them know. We'll handle it. Grind them up, break them down, feed them to the fucking catfish.
We
Whatever
take
else
care
is
of
out
our
there,
own digressions in this community.
yeah. And guess what? This ain't happening to nobody else. Never. Not by these three people at least. Not by these three. And you know what I liked about this one that I didn't like about? Well, no, I won't even say that. You know what I like better about the remake than I did about the original? I won't say that I didn't like. Is like in the original, the son, he was a heroin addict, and he brought the girls in purposely. Like purposely, as far as them to get kind of kidnapped, not necessarily the rape and all that, but the kidnapped, maybe the rape. And in the second one, it was more so like, yo, I got some weed to sell. Come back to my spot. And what I don't think it was an egregious way. I think it was genuinely
Yeah,
like,
no, they just took too long, and then the
yeah,
people came
like
back.
I'm a young kid. You know, you're a young kid. There's two attractive females that want to hang out with you and smoke with you. At least one definitely wants to smoke with you or buy some. So I was like, why not see if they want to smoke? Why not hang out for a little bit? I get it. And the other one's just like, I'll do anything for a fix. And then
Mm-hmm.
after his fix is gone, he just loses it. He loses it. Like he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And they're both of them are like so dedicated to such a terrible father. Such a shitty fucking piece of trash to call himself a father. I'm just like, he's fucking awful. He doesn't even care about his child.
Nah,
At
I
this
don't give a
he
shit about
cares about
nothing.
he doesn't care about anybody.
Sociopath.
He doesn't care about his brother. He doesn't care about the chick that they're smashing or
He's a
sharing or whatever
sociopath.
the fuck it is. Yeah, he is. He's a dangerous, sick individual. And he got what was coming to him. I'll tell you that. Like the head explosion. It was a little much, maybe, but it was cool.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I wouldn't have done that I don't agree with in the movie was the fucking microwave.
I felt like they used the microwave for two reasons, right? One, for one of my favorite reasons I discuss in movies a lot, like where they mention or show something small and they bring it back at a later point in the movie. And remember in the beginning, oh, your brother broke the microwave, and he's complaining about it, and she's like, oh, it wasn't my brother. And then they come back to the microwave later on.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it like that, it makes it a little bit better. It makes that end scene a little bit better, possibly for you. Like I just enjoyed it because I like seeing shit like that. But he didn't have to do that. Like him being paralyzed would have been awesome.
Yeah, I
Him
mean,
being paralyzed, you can even say him being paralyzed, then just fucking thrown in the water. What's he gonna do? Nothing. He
nothing.
eventually drowned.
I float down the fucking river.
Yeah, and I mean, I
With
think
the other guy.
for him at best, even let's just say paralyzed, right? Because that's what he had with him. Throws him in the water, say the cops find him paralyzed. Is that good for the criminal, or is it him dying better? Because I don't think the police would buy some guy kidnapped me and injected me with something. I mean, maybe, and they could test him for all that shit, but at the same time, are they going to care? Depending on the crimes that he did, are they going to care?
Probably
I mean,
not.
And at the same time, they may just say fuck it and drown them themselves, or just let them die off on their own. Who knows?
Yeah, but yeah.
You know what was funny about the OG one too was how stupid. OG one was how stupid the cops were.
Yeah, they made them really doofy, really
Real
fucking doofy
dumb.
for some
And I'm
reason.
like, for this type of film, I feel like then they did it then just to kind of lighten the mood some, to give you like a little like ha ha. I mean, because again, back in what 72, that's fucking crazy to be coming
Was it
out.
72? I thought it was 78 by mistake.
71, 70. No, it was 71, 72, I believe.
Gotcha.
Halloween was 78. Maybe that's what you're thinking of, maybe. But
Maybe.
I'm just throwing something out there. Maybe that's the thing. Is like if we put a little humor into this, it's a deep story. Yes, it's a tough story, but we have a little like lightheartedness with these dumbass cops. Maybe, but I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know. This whole movie is just like between that and then how the images are and the certain scenes are that get you there, and you're like, "Fuck, damn." All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I mean, it's like, but that's what the intent was. I'm sure.
Oh, of
I'm
course.
sure.
And that's why. That's why I
Cause what? I'm trying to think what the hell was going on.
That's why I like the movie so much, though, was the fact that it just,
Excuse
again,
me.
it just brought that shit out of you. Like, wow, like what the fuck? Like, it brought that. Like, I wish I could jump in this screen and help these parents destroy these fucking people.
Mm.
Like that, and that's what I want to say. So the story was told very well, right? The acting, you cannot. It wasn't the greatest in the world, but the acting was good for these movies. The acting
The
was
first
really
one
good.
was the
But
remake though. It's just such a good polished all around movie.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But again, this is 72, 72 to 2009. So
Yeah, it was super low budget. It was crammed together. It was
yes,
rushed. The acting wasn't that great, but they pulled it off with what they had to make it interesting enough.
I would say okay. I would say across the board, the acting was good for both films. I know you might say a little average for the first one, and then maybe good for the remake. But I'm gonna say they were good for both. For me, I forgot what the fuck I was saying. But yeah, this brings up that whole fun debate about remakes too, which I love remakes as long as they're done right. This is one that is done right,
Yep.
and honestly, from rewatching it, it's one that's not talked about enough, in a sense. As far as remakes go, we'll leave it at that. But I understand why. Like, I really understand why, because of again, the whole fucking rape scene. It's just uncomfortable. It's really fucking uncomfortable. Oh, by the way, today is Texas Chainsaw Massacre Day. I did not know that. I just threw this shirt on, but this is when the OG one dropped in '74,
Nice.
August 18th. So, happy TCM Day. Had I known that ahead of time, tonight would have been a fucking Texas Chainsaw. It would have been the OG remake or review of that. Actually, it would have been the OG versus the remake, which maybe I'll have that coming up soon because I love those. But
Interesting.
yeah, those are good. So, Chris, what is one thing you would change about both these films?
To be honest with you, I can't complain about the remake. I think the remake changed and fixed everything that the first one could have been, and
Mhm.
they did a pretty damn good job. So they did as close to like perfect with the story and the revenge redemption and all that shit, and it just looks so much better. The acting was so much better. Like the only
Yeah,
reason I'm giving it, what did I give this the second one? Seven,
the
seven and a
remake
half. Yeah, I
you
gave
gave,
the remake a seven
yes,
and a half.
yep, you gave the
Um,
first one a 6 and this one a 7.5.
was just because it's not there's not an entertainment factor to it with me with that whole scene and stuff like that. This isn't something that I'm like, oh yeah, that was great to see. I don't get my rocks off on it. I'm not like, oh my god, dude. Like,
I feel
so
like
to me
this
it
movie.
hurts.
I feel like this movie wouldn't hear me out on this, please. It wouldn't have been. I've obviously as impactful and hit you in the feels. I also don't think it would have been as good because of because of it wouldn't have been as good because of these reasons. Because say they take the rape scene out and they just say they just kidnap her, and let's say they kidnap her and kill her in one, they kidnap her and really just abuse her, but they don't rape her. No sexual assault at all.
I mean, they could have implied it. You know what I mean? They could have showed certain things and then cut away and implied that she was getting raped. I
That's
mean,
true too.
you know
But
what
let's
I
just
mean?
think. But if you take the rape out of it, I think that it just hits different. Obviously, it hits a lot different because that's another layer. It's like not only did you kill her, but you abuse her before you
No,
kill
I
her.
mean the movie can't exist without that. But
Yeah,
what I'm saying is that it's so much of job well done that like it makes you feel uncomfortable for
yes,
someone like me because it's not stuff that I think is entertaining to watch that I like to watch. You know what I mean?
no, I get exactly what you're saying. Like it's, and I agree. If it was just implied, like they just showed, not even. I mean, they could have even just the guy could have just said he was going to do it and then just showed them after the effect where she's crying or something, and that would have been more than enough right there alone. But they kind of implied it. They didn't show it, but they showed it. Like it's one of those things, you know what I mean? Like they didn't show it, but they showed it. They showed, and but it really puts that impact in this movie. I'll say that even more. Yes, they could have just did the implied thing that we both discussed and agreed on, but with them showing it, it really fucking impact. It really leaves an impact on you. Like it really, really leaves an impact on you, and it's like, why? Like why? You know what I mean? But at the
Why
same
would
time,
it left an impact, or why did they use the shot
why did they use the shot? Not why it left an impact. Why
for
did
that effect?
for,
Literally for that effect.
I agree, and I agree with that 100%. It makes plenty of fucking sense, but it's still in the back of my mind. I'm just like, but why? You know what I mean? Like that I know movies got a movie, and I know they really want to tell this story well, which they fucking did. But it's just like you could have just implied it. But I get it at the same, even though I'm asking why, I understand why at the same exact time. It's so people will have these type of conversations about this film. And so that this film will stay in a horror conversation when it comes to like, okay, what is one of the most uncomfortable horror films you've seen? And it's like, okay, this, because it's so realistic, it's terrifying. And it's a good story. It's a good movie, but it's not like entertaining. Like, yo, every fucking, let's just say August 18th, because that's today's day. Every August 18th, we got to watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Last House on the Left. And it's like, nah, that doesn't even make any sense. Nah, this movie is not that. This movie is like you watch once in a great while type of movie. Like these films are ones that I'm not saying I would never watch again, but it's ones that like I almost feel like I'd have to have a reason to watch it, like a podcast or someone's
Or if it's
never
on
seen
or
it.
something. Exactly. Like, because it's like, again, like I said, it's not
Maybe a
something
watch
that's
party,
entertaining for me to seek out.
like if it was when I get my Patreon shit going for watch parties and shit. If it was like a vote for something like that, then of
Yeah.
course yes. But other than that, nah, because I know the wife isn't gonna want to. She's not gonna want to watch these movies really like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna just. It's just, and I'm not gonna judge you if you do watch these films because you could find entertainment in other ways. I'm not talking about the rape scene, just in general, or just how honest the story really is. And just like I respect that, I get that, I understand, whatever. I get that, and I have feel those same ways. I just don't get that factor of wanting to really want to see this again anytime soon because it's
So yeah,
uncomfortable.
we got it. We got it.
It's uncomfortable, man. You know what I mean? You have a lot of those, like we discussed, like I said earlier, we have a lot of those imaginary people that you really care about. And you're just like, I would, yeah. Let's just say what they did in these movies would have been tame for what I would fucking do. This is tame. This is fucking like preschool, before preschool.
He's referring to the way they get revenge in the
Yes.
movies against the offenders, by the way.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. The way they get revenge, the way the parents get their revenge. There's nothing. First of all, I would be calling up everybody I know. Yo, what you doing, Chris? Well, listen, here's what happened. I'll be there. My wife already got the rice and beans cooking right now. It's a empanadas, all that Puerto Rican shit. She can eat that before we go. Just don't fall asleep.
Just wake me up when we get there, bro.
Oh shit! But nah, just like shit, like it's that type of film though, where it's like, okay, you know what? I really want to destroy this person. I really want to physically punish this person the worst way I can, the best way, but the worst way. You know what I mean? Worst for them, best for me. But I want some help. I want some people that are really gonna want to just really be a part of this, like really be about it, not just say they are. And you'd be like one of the first people I'd call. You're on the list. Not just because of your size, which does help, but I know where your heart is too, though. Like I see how aggressive you and Kelvin got over some Spanish food. So I can imagine people like, oh man, these niggas wild. And but seriously, that's what this movie that's what these films pull from you. Is it's just like, okay, who the fuck would I gather up? Like, you know, all those funny TikTok videos and all this other shit where it's like, okay, my daughter's going on her first date, and you bring her in the room, and these are all my brothers and sons, and they're all like shit like that. But then it's like,
bad boys are.
It's like, yo, that's fucking real life. Like, yo, this is real life, but it's worse. Because this is who you gotta meet. Yeah, how you doing? He. But you don't know that every single motherfucker you just talked to looked at when it comes to this person and defending that person, we give zero fucks what we do to you at all. Like we don't even think about it. It's like,
Sure,
it's
that's
handled. It's handled. But did you have? It's handled.
You know,
That's
I
it.
haven't seen so and so for a while. Who?
Huh? What
Who's that?
you talking about?
I don't
Yep.
know nobody. I don't know that person.
And that vehicle will be sold fast.
Mm.
Should be like 16 states away. What the fuck? Yep.
Do, 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 do.
A lot of trunk space. Hopefully,
Mm-mm.
hopefully the new electric cars got a lot of trunk space. But nah, man, these films are something that I feel like they're important. I feel like they are important just for the story that is told, and the realism that it also has is I'm not even gonna put this on just young females, just young people in general. Maybe people in general, I'll say, can be very naive when it comes to. I guess trusting a stranger would be the best way to word it.
Well, first of all, why the hell are the parents opening their door to people like this? Like, come on now.
Even beforehand, though, I mean, as far as if you go with the first one, the dude comes to the store. Or no, what does he do? No, they go up to him. Sorry. That's the remake. The OG, they, the girls are walking in their city or in that city or whatever, the hood, in their terms, the ghetto. And they walk up to the one dude, the heroin addict, and he's talking about something he can get some, he has some good weed. What do you say, an ounce of something for $20? I was like, what? Where? And they follow him inside and all this shit, and I'm like, this is, yeah, nah, that is not how shit like that works. Maybe back in the day, I don't know. That is very possible back in the day, especially being young and naive. But I'm just like, wow. And then the second one where they have, or sorry, the remake where they have, this is where homeboy comes to the store, he buys some shit. Remember, he takes the 20 out. There's blood on it, so he puts it in his pocket. He gives her the cash. And then he's talking about how he has some good bud because she sells him the cigarettes. And they go back with him. Or matter of fact, they drive him to the hotel or motel that they're staying at and just kind of go there and just kind of chill.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is just still too. But at the same time, it's realistic because just being, again, guy or girl, you could say guy or girl, hormones, nothing, or just wanting to do something that you're not supposed to be doing because your parents aren't around, like smoking weed at that time, let's say. Or getting a bottle of something, that your friend's creepy friend can, you know what I mean? That weird, it's always that one person you don't know that's kind of shady that can get the shit, that can get the good shit that you want to kind of have fun with or whatever the case may be. And this kid is like, for the remake, he's shady, but he's not evil. I think he's just not even that though, because he's not even really that bad. He didn't really do too much that I can remember. And he tried to stop shit, but he just couldn't.
Yeah.
In the first one,
Paul did a great job.
In the first one, the OG one though, he's a little more. But it's because of but at the same time, it's because of the drugs that his father got him hooked on, which is crazy. It's like, yo, there's people. That's just wild that someone would get their own flesh and fucking blood. Not only your own flesh and blood, but your fucking child. And this, what's crazy is it kind of tells a story of how parents are that really love their child and parents that just, I guess, control them. I'm not saying if you don't love them, you don't kind of control them in a sense, but it's like for the, you know what I mean? It's like a certain path for you not to do dumb shit, basically. It's like, hey, listen, you be at the bus stop at fucking 6:50. You be home at fucking 4:00. This. It's kind of so you can kind of like, what's going on with them. You know where they're at all times, basically. Not that they're going to listen to that because they don't, 90%. We didn't. I know I fucking didn't. I know for a fact you didn't. I could just tell.
You'd be surprised. That wasn't horrible.
But all the time. All the time.
Like 97% of the time.
But that 3%. Oh, I'm not saying this is 100% of the time. I'm not saying nowhere near that. We're still breathing. We are still breathing. But no, it just seems so like it was so fast with that kind of stuff. Like I said, I get it in a sense, but at the same time, like I feel like that kind of builds up. And I do feel like with that, with like a female, they're more creeped out to the sense of like versus guys.
Yeah.
If it's two attractive females and like, hey, we can get you some weed, can you follow us here? You're not thinking like this can be a setup. You're like, this could be a good time. That's it.
Hell yeah. Got the good. And you
And
show up as nothing but Keystone Lights and fucking brown weed.
do you stay?
There's nothing else going on. Fuck it.
That's how we get captured. But no, but it was. It's something that I feel like should. I don't want to say if you're not a horror fan if you haven't seen these movies. I hate that term, but I feel like it's something that is. It's kind of important to watch one time, maybe even watching them both, just because they tell the same story, but they tell them kind of different. And like you said, with this one, it's a lot more modern. I feel like the story was told a little better, a little smoother, a little cleaner. But both good films.
Say it again.
What part?
I missed it.
I wasn't listening to anything I just said. Hang on.
Yeah, the messages started coming in. I started looking. I'm like, oh god.
No, I was just saying how good these films are, and like how honest they were, like how telling they were with shit. I'm just like,
yeah. The second one's definitely better quality, much better, closer to the recommendation that I would provide. Cinematography's way better, lighting's better, the audio's better. It doesn't feel like a weird like porno / fucking infomercial slap together of a soundtrack like the first one did. The kills and the imagery and the shit that happens super dope. The revenge and stuff like that partakes. It's just leaps and bounds over, which it should be. It's 2009. It's compared to 72. I mean, technology advanced so much in every aspect. Acting is phenomenal and pretty decent for every single character in it. It's just take what that was and go, okay, so that was the inspiration. And then in 2009, they went and made it exactly how it should have been from the get. It's like perfect for the type of, for the movie, it's perfect. Compared to other movies, it's not perfect, but still, for that movie, it's perfect.
Yeah. And it's one of those ones that just kind of gets you like, fuck, man. Like, it gets you in that mood of like, I'm ready right fucking now to go. Just again, I was ready to jump through the screen. Like, yo, just push that fucking button and I'll jump through the screen and help destroy these motherfuckers with you. Help kill these motherfuckers with you. Because that was just like rough to watch. And to like not only watch, but you heard it too. So it wasn't like one of those scenes in a film where they're just kind of just showing you like almost like a flashback, but no sound.
Okay.
Like the deal. You were getting, even though it was like a side view ish of stuff and stuff like that, different angles, so you wouldn't see it, but you could still see it. Gotcha. You still got that feeling, and then you got the sound of everything, and then you got the after effect. Like you could have this movie could have been fine with just the after effect, but again, I fucking stand why they did it the way they fucking did it, because the conversation wouldn't go as far as it's going right now, or further with other people and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's one of those things that, like, the time Vietnam's going on, and there's not like a whole lot of controversial things in media and stuff like that. Wars happen and all that stuff. So different times for this to come out and be like, oh shit, like, did they really just show that and then have it carry the tone of the movie? Definitely understand why it was talked about for so long and deemed one of like the, I don't know, this has a crazy following, and it wasn't even that big of a blast when it first came out, but it made an impact over the years and continued to grow in following. So it definitely deserves its notoriety. It's
Yeah.
just now that the new one came out, it's way better than that old one is. So you can watch it if you want to, if you're a movie buff. But if you watch this new one, it's that plus 10. Like,
And see, for me, I say watch them both just because, and I say watch it in order too. Watch the 72 one first and then watch the remake. Because
it's
the
not
way
like you
they
have
tell,
to. They don't have anything to do with each other. But he's just saying.
yeah, like exactly. But just the way they both told the same story, just in different ways, in different eras, but still told the same exact story. I think that's a kind of a cool little thing they do. And they're both worth at least a one time watch. I'll give you guys that. They're both worth at least a one time watch. And again, just because the way that they both tell the freaking story, it's tough to go back and just watch it just to watch it. Like, there's a lot of horror movies that I really love and enjoy that I can just throw on just as, oh shit, I haven't seen that in something, I haven't seen that in a while. Let me throw that on really quick and just kick my feet up and enjoy it. Shit, Insidious. I'm going
Mm,
through the Insidious movies actually for the watch party. Not this Friday. Tomorrow is the movie Duel, but then next Friday, as you guys know, every other Friday is going to be the franchise Fridays. Ooh, franchise Fridays every other Friday. Um, Insidious Chapter 2 is not this Friday, but next Friday, and going all the way through. And I think next is The Conjuring, but I'm not
okay,
100% sure. It's either The Conjuring or Final Destination, and then vice versa for for both of those. So that'll be a good time.
got you,
It'll be a good
got
time.
you.
Hopefully I can get some of you guys to tag along. Hopefully I can get a lot of you guys to tag along. Most of
Uh,
them are on Tubi. Hopefully they will still be on Tubi by the time they come up, but some are on like HBO Max. Like I believe the whole Conjuring franchise is on HBO Max. So with Streamlabs, you have to have the platform to be able to be a part of it. But again, if they're on Tubi and YouTube, you guys are good, and hopefully they get the other free platforms up there soon, so others can join for all the other fun stuff. Because I always look for that first. If it's on the free platform, I go for that first. But if it's not, it's out of my hands.
you, I just sent you a link to the Saratoga Comic Con.
That's in November, right?
In November. Yeah, yeah.
I,
Since you
I'm
guys
not.
had a good time.
I'm not gonna get a table. We're not. We already talked. It's funny because we talked about that like the day of, at the day after Fandom Fest, the day the NF Fandom Fest. We're already talking about it. We're looking at it, and we're gonna wait till 2023 to do another con. Not sure, like maybe mid 2023 ish, just to kind of build up more revenue and just save up more bread. Just to buy more shit and to have some money, more money to spend at. Because what I want to do next time is have our stuff that we got to buy, of course, have the table and all that stuff paid for, take care of that, get all that taken care of, and then have like, this is for food, bring something to eat, but again, this is for, a couple snacks, or this is for food, this is to buy random, whatever you want to fucking buy. You know what I mean? Like having separate kind of money for that, just because it'll be more of an experience in a sense. But
Interesting.
I eventually want to get to the point to where I'll be happy as fuck when the money we make from the cons can pay for the next con, and all the stuff to build that up and still have some left over, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
But if we can get it to the point, like, I'll be happy. I'm not gonna say I'll be 100% satisfied because it's not complete yet. It's never complete. But when it gets to the point of the business just paying for the stuff for itself, like
Yeah,
paying
yeah.
for everything itself, to where I literally can just say, okay, guess what? I'm going to this con now. It's already paid for. Even the hotel room is paid for. Like getting to that point even, and this is spending money. Like this is spending money. I can go there and have a good time, whatever. Which I have a great time either way. But I can't wait to get to that point. I know it's gonna take a little bit to build up, but I can't wait to get to that point because it's just like, oh fuck. And then I can't wait to get other people from the Z Network, the 518 Z Network portion of it, especially because I can physically go with you guys, get your guys' shows out there to these cons. That'll be fun as fuck. That's gonna be awesome, and I can't wait. I'll help any way I can. Be rooting for you if you guys need help at your tables. As long as the wife okays it, I'm not gonna just say I'm good, but the wife's like, yeah, okay, cool. Then I'll be there.
Nice.
I'll be there because that shit is fucking like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for you guys to experience it. I can't wait for you guys to experience it. Even if it's just doing, and I don't want to say just doing it like that, like it's minuscule, but just doing it like with me versus having your own table before you have your own thing, because it's just like, holy shit! Like it's one thing. You've done stuff like that before, though, right? So you get what I mean. Like it's one thing being the consumer, but it's one thing being not even if you're not even if you're selling it. If you just have a podcast there, so to speak, you're not even selling merch. It's still another feeling being on the other side of that table and people coming to you to, you know what I mean, to talk to, whatever the case may be. I'm like, yo, this is fucking awesome. This feels so fucking great. It's so dope. And then the conversations you have, and then of course if you're selling something when people buy shit, it's like, yo, that feels so good that somebody bought.
So you're doing the one in November then, because you can't stop talking about cons. So
Nah,
you get in there.
We're really not. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait it out. Save up some money, and then go from there. Build up more. But I can't wait to go again though, yo. I can't wait to go again. It's gonna be fun as fuck. It's gonna be fun as fuck. And next time I go, I'm gonna try to get like extra vendor tickets, and just like, hey, yo, can you help me this weekend? Here's the ticket, and here's a couple dollars or whatever for the weekend. That's all I can afford now, but just to help out. So like, and not even to the fact of like having to be at the table the whole time for the whole weekend. It's more so here and there, come to the table, record something with me real quick, and then like, yo, can you sit at the table so me and the wife can go walk around together for a little bit?
Of course, yeah.
Type of deal, you know, shit like that. Because I love being at the same time. I love being at my fucking table.
That's what you got.
Because I'm just like, huh?
That's what you got stepkids for too.
Yeah, but I'd rather have people there that really want to be there. Like people check it out. If they don't want to come again, hey, that's cool.
People have too many options these days that are under the age of 18. Too many options.
Yeah.
You get a choice nowadays in whether you want to go somewhere or do something. What?
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Nope. They finally broke the world.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Just make them do it. Tell them no ice cream or food for a week. You like all that internet bandwidth you be using, that energy for that PlayStation and Xbox? You're working the table for fucking 3 hours a week. Jesus.
Oh, excuse me.
What is going on?
But yo,
am I freezing again on your end?
What?
Yeah. Am I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You have to go out and come back?
I can try.
Or are you good now? You can try that. It's just me. Hey. Oh, Chris is back.
What just happened?
There we go.
I came back and you were like screaming. Did you get lonely?
For a second, I did.
Oh.
A little bit of lonely, a bit of scaredness. Texas
you felt like you were the last house on the left?
Nah, never that. Don't want to be that.
Yeah, you would be the one laying down.
Mm-mm. Nope, not at all. Damn, that was a rough one to watch.
Fucked up.
But it did make you really more. It made you more. Well, for me, it made me more invested into the movie. Like, what the fuck? Wow. Especially the first time. I'm sure the first time I seen it, I was even more so like, whoa. But now watching it again, I knew that was going to happen. And it still impacts you like, what the fuck?
You know how Tubi is, right? So I watched the old one on Tubi, and then it started playing all these movies that were kind of like it. And every time I would like come back into the living room or something, it'd be on a movie with a similar scene or something along the lines, and I'm like, what the fuck? You gotta stop the shit. Like,
yeah, yep. Oh man, going through that, yeah, I was whoo. But yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna watch these again. I'm not gonna say I never will because I don't want to say that because I don't know if I ever will or not. But
if it's on,
I don't plan on watching it for a while. Yeah, like I said, more so for content wise. You know, if somebody was like, "Hey, it's 30, be co-host the watch party with me, or hey, I request you to do this watch party, blah blah blah, some shit like this. They pick one of these films, it's on a streaming platform that I have or whatever. I'll do it then. Or for someone else's podcast, I'll do it then. But other than that, it's like basically like you said, if it's on, I might watch it or something, maybe.
I'm gonna go
But
look for something else first, and then I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna see if they're at least past the whole scene and everything. And it's like, but then still, it's in the back of your mind what happened, and it's like, fuck. Yeah, it's just one of those movies that just, like, some people are gonna be like, oh my god, this was fantastic, and other people are gonna be like, no, I can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah. Before we wrap this one up, though, people, I do want to let you guys know what is coming up. So, tomorrow night, watch party. This movie is on YouTube, so you guys won't have to worry if you do want to join the watch party. You're good.
You're on YouTube.
I am.
I know.
Right now, actually, both are. But yeah. So that's tomorrow night, and then Saturday on Popcorn and Pints.
Please.
Yes, sir. Episode 90. That 100's coming up. We got to plan something, man. We got to fucking plan something. The Deadpool 1 and 2 movie review.
Slip and slide with KY. We discussed this already.
It might be too cold by then.
It's perfect.
Wow, that threw me off. And then Avengers Endgame at midnight.
It's slippery.
Midnight matinee.
You're gonna forget sometimes. You fall off.
That's true. Sounds painful. And then Tuesday, figured why the fuck not? Day Shift. Knocked that one out of the park.
Which I'm kind of
followed by Orphan.
Ooh.
First Kill.
I'm looking forward to
it. If you, for those of you who don't know, or the Orphan film, First Kill is the prequel to the Orphan movie that came out quite a few years ago now. I don't know what year it came out. I want to say 2009, but I feel like I'm wrong. Or
I was gonna say somewhere in the
I don't know. Either way,
609, 010.
It's gonna be an entertaining time, and so no wheel spin until next Thursday.
Yeah.
And I mean, unless there's if there's another really popular horror movie on a streaming platform, then that's something else. Of course, it has to be something newer. With those, more so. Actually, it doesn't even have to be just something really popular, but a movie. It'll be done on there. It'll be done. It'll be reviewed. That's what I meant to say. But yeah, so let's get these.
I can't wait. Plus, by the way, Jamie Foxx is playing in Spawn in the upcoming remake.
Yes, he is.
So I'm looking forward to that. And who am I? I'm the worst gamer. Wherever you can catch me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. Faux show. Come and follow me on TikTok. Tons of short form content for you. Got a bunch of episodes up on YouTube of the Midnight Matinee, which is my movie review podcast, which airs 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just did 3 pre-records. I'm almost done editing, and a 4th sitting waiting on the hard drive to get it up, besides hundreds of other short clips. So come follow me and watch them all drop. You can also go check out our buddy Dreams, the creator. This man is a digital wizard. Call him Harry Potter with a mouse. If there's anything you need done for branding or imagery, if you need sound effects or you need any type of beat or jingle, the man is there for you. If you need someone to be a photographer for a precious moment like a wedding or bar mitzvah or childbirth, the man can do it and make it look wonderful. Go find him on his Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram as well. So good, it's scary. Our boy Kyle, the Angry Canadian, runs that one up in Canada. I love this thing because he has tons of interactive content on his TikTok that you can stitch and duet. On his Facebook, if you're an independent movie creator, if you got anything in the horror realm, if you're an independent content creator, anything in the horror realm, 30 minutes or less, you can actually submit it to him as well, and we can actually do it on a podcast if you like. You can actually be a part of it as well. Sturdy will give you more on that later. And then our girl Jo of Any Last Words. This woman is super dope in dark space, anything from recipes to cooking with our team, and also or just stories, ghost stories, movie reviews. She has a magazine she just started, and new editions coming soon. So go follow her. She does have a Patreon for support as well. You can find her on her Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and TikTok as well.
What's up, people? The boy Sturdy again. Easiest way to find me, just go to horrorresource30.com. Link is in the description, as well as the Z Network link, which again, check out every single show on the Z Network. There's some amazing, beautiful content on it you guys need to listen to. Which, like I told you guys, once I get some time, I will have more overlays and all that shit so you can see more of the Z Network and all that other fun stuff in due time. In due time. But again, go to horrorresource30.com. And you know I'm live every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern time, which I guess I might as well update my time for this because I also do Fridays at 9:30 Eastern time, the watch party over on Stream Lounge. Again, this Friday is dual. And yeah, so love for you guys to be a part of that. Love to make that really grow and have a good time with you, talk some shit, have some fun. Every now and then, I may ask some of you to co-host. Hey, I think that'd be fun. Come on, you'll be on your own little video. Be a good time. Be a good time. Popcorn and Pines, guys, every Saturday night, 9 o'clock Eastern time. We watch two movies, we review them, we try to find out how these two films will connect. This episode is episode 90. It's a birthday special in quotations because James' birthday is really in January, but we came up with this idea like last month, literally like July. So some birthdays have already passed. So we just say, you know what, over the next few months, we'll just cover them all. I'm in November, so I'm good. But these two movies tomorrow Saturday are both Deadpool. So the whole connection thing, they're both fucking Deadpool movies. So I don't think we really have to do that one, but we'll see. We'll see. So make sure you guys tune into Popcorn and Pints this Saturday, 9 o'clock Eastern time. You're going to have a fun fucking time with us. And it's going to be, oh man, I can't wait. I've never seen these movies before. Never. So it's going to be, can't wait. And then there's Stories from a Bar. Everywhere you listen to podcasts, including YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You need to go follow Stories from a Bar. It is an amazing show. You get beautiful, amazing, fun conversation about breweries in these actual breweries in the capital region, 518. Big shout out to the 518. And you're starting to get some independent music creators on this show as well that discuss their music, all this other fun stuff. So you can now find some places when you visit the capital region if you're from outside the capital region. Or if you live in the capital region, hey, I want to get a nice beer. Oh, boom. Go to this, want some nice IPAs, blah, 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 all that fun stuff. Boom. And then some music, some new music to listen to on the way to that bar. Boom. Or you can listen to Stories to the Bar on the way to the bar. There you go. Either way, tune in. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Again, make sure you check out the whole entire Z Network. The whole entire Z Network. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Not different time. I'll see you in your nightmares as well. I'll say it again. I'll see you.